I told you that the patterns keeping you stuck, the fear, the self-doubt, the limiting beliefs about money or success or what's possible for you aren't permanent? What if you could rewire them in just 21 days? I used to believe that making more money meant working much harder, and it was killing my joy, my happiness, affecting how much time I spent with my family. And then I started a specific meditation practice. And after 21 days, everything changed. I broke that pattern. And now I make way more money with a lot less effort. And that's the power of neuroplasticity. And in this video, I'm not going to just talk about it. I'm going to teach you the exact method to do it yourself. So let's dive in. My name is Gavin Weber. I've been meditating for over 20 years. I've read all of Joe Dispenza's books, big fan. I've studied transformational meditation from masters like Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle, Michael Singer. But here's the thing. I'm not just a spiritual person. I'm a top performing salesperson. I'm real like everybody else. And in a lot of ways, I've had success in business and sales. I have great relationships. I've built a really happy life. And I can tell you with absolute certainty, meditation is one of the biggest reasons I've been able to create the life I have. Not meditation for just relaxation, no problem with that. Not meditation just feel calm and peaceful. Meditation for transformation. Meditation to rewire your brain. Meditation to break patterns that have kept you stuck for years. And that's what I'm going to teach you today, because here's what I know about you. You have beliefs that aren't true. We all do. You're stuck in patterns you don't even realize that are running your life. And those patterns are stopping you from manifesting the life you actually want. And that's possible for you. So the good news, your brain is designed to change. It's called neuroplasticity. And in 21 days, you can create neural pathways that are new that literally change how you think, feel, and act. Now, here's what you've been told your whole life. You are who you are. Your patterns are set. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. If you want to change deep patterns, it's going to take years of therapy. That's the enemy. That's not true. That belief that you're stuck, it's a lie. And neuroscience has proven that your brain can rewire itself faster than you think. You don't need years. We need 21 days and the right practice. And here's the other misconception. Most people think that meditation is just about relaxation, feeling calm, reducing stress. That's not the ultimate real power. That's good. But the real power is that meditation literally rewires your neural pathways, changes your brain structure. It breaks old patterns and creates new ones. That's what we're going to do today. When you want that change in your life, this is what it's going to look like. So here's what I'm going to show you in the video. First, I'm going to break down that science behind neuroplasticity. What happens in your brain when you meditate consistently, and why 21 days is the magic number. Then I'm going to walk you through the exact 21-day practice I use, and not just theory, the actual method. And week by week, what to do, how to do it, what to expect. And at the end, I'm going to give you access to a special 21, basically kind of like a challenge that I have in my app guide, so you can start today. This isn't just information. This is transformation. Let's start with the science first. All right. So what is neuroplasticity? Here's the simple version. Your brain's not fixed. It's constantly changing based on what you think and do repeatedly. Every thought you have creates a neural pathway in your brain. Think of it like a trail in a forest. The first time you think a thought, you're cutting through the thick brush, or it's to do. But the more you think that thought, the clearer the trail becomes. Eventually, it's a well-worn path that you walk automatically without even thinking about it. It's just second nature. That's why patterns feel automatic. You've walked that trail 10,000 times. And here's the problem. If you spent years thinking, I'm not good enough, or I have to work hard to make more money, or I don't have time, you created massive highways in your brain for those thoughts. I finally realized that that's what I had to change. They run automatically. You don't even question them anymore. But here's the good news. Your brain is also like a muscle. Every thought is a rep. You've done 10,000 reps of anxiety. Time to do reps of confidence instead. You've done 10,000 reps of I'm stuck. Time to do reps of I'm abundant and free. That's what meditation does. It interrupts the old pathway and starts building a new one. But here's the key. You have to do it consistently. Research shows that it takes about 21 days of consistent practice to start forming new neural pathways that become automatic. Some studies say 21 days, some say 28, some say 66, but the point is 3 weeks of daily practice creates lasting change and makes dramatic improvement. I've tested this on myself multiple times, and I can tell you, after 1 week, you start to feel different. After 2 weeks, you really start to notice a big shift. And after 3 weeks, the new pattern has become you. So what's actually happening in your brain during meditation? When you meditate consistently, especially when you're focusing on a new belief or pattern, a few things happen. First, you're activating your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for conscious thought, decision-making, and focus. This part of your brain can override the limbic system, which is where your automatic emotional reactions and old patterns live. Second, you're literally creating new synaptic connections, neurons that fire together, wire together. You've heard Joe Dispenza probably say that hundreds of times. And you're repeatedly focused on a new thought or belief during meditation, you're strengthening the neural pathway for that thought. And third, you're weakening the old pathways. When you stop reinforcing an old pattern, when you catch yourself thinking the old thought and redirect to the new one, the old pathway starts to fade. It's like a trail in the forest that stops getting used. Eventually, it grows over. That's neuroplasticity in action. Now, I'm not going to get too technical here. You don't need to know every deal about, synapses and neurotransmitters. And I'm not the person to go through all that. What you need to know is this: your brain changes based on what you repeatedly think and do. Meditation is the most powerful tool to control that change, rewire your mind. And 21 days is enough to create new patterns that stick. All right. So how you actually do this? Here's the 21-day framework I use, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step so you can start today. Week 1, create what I call your foundation meditation. Your job is to create a guided meditation specifically for the pattern you want to rewire. Let's say you want to rewire the belief that I'm not good enough, or, you want to change it into I'm worthy and capable. You're going to create a 10 to 15 minute guided meditation that addresses that specific belief. Not a generic confidence meditation, a meditation made for you about your specific pattern. Now, here's how you would do it in Guide, in the app that I created for this purpose for me. You write the title, Rewiring Unworthiness into Confidence. Then you write your goal. For example, it might say, I believed for years that I'm not good enough. This meditation helps me release that belief and rewire it into knowing I am worthy, capable, and deserving of success. The AI creates a custom meditation script specifically for that and other things you might have said pertaining to you. You pick your voice, your music, your length, and you have a meditation made for your exact pattern. And it's like 2 minutes. And then you listen to it every single day for 7 days. Same meditation every morning. You also journal every day, just a few sentences. What came up for me today? What resistance did I feel? What awareness did I have? How did I shift from this? And at the end of the 1 week, you do a summary. What have I noticed this week? How has my thinking started to shift? You want to see that advancement, that growth. Week 2, enhance your meditation. You're going to take that same meditation and level it up. You spent 7 days breaking down the old belief. Now you're going to focus more on embodying the new one. In Guide, you create a slightly tweaked version of this. Maybe the title is Embodying My Worthiness and Confidence. And the goal shifts, like I'm releasing the last traces of unworthiness and stepping fully into confidence. I'm worthy, I'm capable, this is who I am now. It's the same core meditation, but enhanced, deeper, more aligned with the new pattern. And you listen to this version every day for the second week, the 14 days in now. Keep journaling, keep tracking awareness. End of week 2, you're going to get another summary. What's different now? How am I showing up differently in my life? And then in week 3, we're going to integrate and embody everything that has happened so far. And this is where it all comes together. This week, your meditation is about full embodiment. You're not breaking anything down anymore. You're living as the person who already has this new pattern. So like the title might be Living as the Confident, Worthy Version of Me. You might have very detailed things and a goal of what that looks like, but you might write, this meditation reinforces my neural pathways. I'm confident, I'm worthy. This is my identity now. And some other details of what that looks like. Listen daily, journal daily. And this week, you're also going to notice being different. The old pattern doesn't run automatically anymore. You catch it, you redirect it. The new pattern feels more natural. And at the end of week 3, final summary, how have I changed? What evidence do I have that this rewiring work? That's the 21-day method. Like, you get to see the advancement. 3 weeks, same meditation with slight enhancements each week, daily journaling for awareness, weekly summaries, track the progress. And by day 21, you'll literally rewire your brain. And let me give you my real example of how this worked for me. My pattern was, I'm too busy. I don't have time. I want to make more money. I have to work harder. And this belief was killing me. I was stressed. I had no time for side projects. I felt stuck, couldn't pull it off. So I created a 21-day meditation practice to rewire that belief. And week 1, my meditation was about realizing that I don't have to do it all alone and get guidance, help from God and the universe. There's plenty of time. At first, I didn't quite believe it. I was just saying the words, but I kept listening every morning. And around 8th day or 9th day, I got frustrated and I thought, I'm not feeling that much different. This isn't working, but I stuck with it. And I journaled through the resistance, those doubts. I kept showing up. By week 2, I tweaked my meditation. It was about opening my mind to what was really blocking me. And that's when I realized it wasn't, about time at all. It was fear. I was afraid I actually couldn't do it. I was afraid of failing. So I used I'm too busy as an excuse to not even try. That was a huge breakthrough. And by day 14 or 15, I started seeing my blocks clearly. I realized how much fear I've been living in, how limiting my beliefs were, and how they were completely made up. They weren't true. By week 3, my meditation was about trusting God, trusting the universe, and knowing that I had everything I needed to succeed. And by day 21, I felt completely different. That old belief, I have to work really hard to make more money, was gone. I knew it was BS. And here's what happened. I made more money that year than I'd ever had before. And I worked much less. I had time to create this app. By doing stuff like that, meditation, which this is my passion, what inspires me. I stopped using I'm too busy as an excuse. And I realized that when you rewire your brain, you rewire your life. So what should you expect if you do this 21-day practice? Here's the truth. Week 1's challenging. You're gonna feel resistance. You're gonna doubt if it's working. That's normal. I want to be upfront with you. Your brain's fighting to keep the old pattern because it's familiar. Week 2, you start to break through. You'll have moments of awareness. You'll catch yourself thinking the old thought and realize, wait, that's not true. You'll feel lighter. Week 3 is the fun week. This is where the new patterns start to feel natural. You'll act differently without even really trying and just be natural. The change becomes automatic. And by day 21, you'll have lasting change. The old pattern won't run your life anymore. Now, here's what won't happen. Every problem, every limitation, every fear you have won't resolve the 21 days. But this practice will expose what you need to work on next, and you'll see the growth. And you can do this over and over. You can up-level over and over. The key is stay the course. So many times in life, we quit things right before the breakthrough. We give up on day 9. We stop on day 14. Don't do that. See it through. 21 days is long enough to create real change, and then you'll get to experience it. But only if you commit. So here's what I want you to do. Start today, not tomorrow, today. I created an app called Guide, like I mentioned, that brings this, makes it very simple and allows you to do everything I just described. You'll create your 1 week meditation, then your week 2 meditation, then your week 3 meditation. You'll journal every day. You'll track your progress. And by day 21, you'll have rewired a pattern that's been keeping you stuck. So go to guide.io. That's GUYDE.io and sign up and start your journey. I have a 7-day free trial. Just commit to the 21 days and see what happens. And here's what I want you to do right now before you even sign up. Comment below. Tell me what pattern do you want to rewire in the next 21 days? What belief is keeping you stuck? What fear do you want to overcome? What limitation do you want to break? Write it down in the comments. Declare it. Make it real. Because when you declare what you're going to do, it's more likely you're going to actually do that. And if you want more videos on neuroscience, meditation, transformation, hit subscribe, hit like here, share this. I would really love your help. I'm creating content every week to help you break free from limitations and manifest and create the life you actually want, and be who you really are and experience it. Look, here's the truth. You're not stuck. You've just been walking the same trail in your brain for so long that it feels like the only path. But there's another trail, a better one. And in 21 days, you can make it the path you walk automatically. Your brain is designed to change. Neuroplasticity is real. And meditation is a tool that activates it. So stop telling yourself it's going to take years. Stop believing you can't change deep pattern. You can. In 21 days, go to guide.o and start today. I'll see you on the other side of the transformation. Like, subscribe, and much love to you. Bye-bye.